I call this workout the basics because I think these exercises are the bare minimum or the basics that everybody needs to do to stay injury-free and help eliminate and prevent muscle imbalances. First up, we have squats. Remember, when you do a squat, you want your knees to stay behind your toes. If you have trouble with this motion, you can have a bench behind you or a step or a piece, whatever kind of piece of furniture. Just tap your butt down into that piece of furniture. Next, push-ups. You can do your push-ups a variety of ways, from your knees, full body, against a wall, or even from tabletop and pushing down. Just really depends on where you are. Remember, don't get your ego involved in this. The point is that you're starting where you are, and you are the one that needs to build strength. So when you do your push-up, make sure that your back is in a plank like you saw in one of our earlier videos. That body should be nice and long, creating space between your vertebrae. Your head should not be hanging forward like a weight, and you're thinking about gazing forward, bringing your whole body as a unit, your chin and your head down to the ground. You can also do these against a wall. Pretend like my wall is extended here and push off the wall. If you are in a position where you need to build strength, a wall is a fabulous place to start. Also in my basics exercises is the plank. Really, there's no need to try to do a 2-minute plank or a 5-minute plank. If you get to that level, then we can have different variations. So start off in 10-minute increments or 10-second increments. Start off in 10-second increments. And you can take small breaks, building up to a 30-second plank. Again, you want to keep your body long and tall, shoulders tracking over your elbows, and arms forward like railroad tracks. So you can break that up into 10-second increments. After that, you can move to a side plank. Same thing, shoulder over your elbow. You can put that bottom knee down and try to hold these for 10 seconds at a time and just slowly, gradually tick up to more time. For your regular plank, you can also do it from your arms this way and your knees, or like this. The single leg deadlift is a great exercise, one of my favorite ones for building glute strength and also balance. Remember, when you're running, that you have running is a series of single leg stances, so you're always standing on one leg with each footstep. So, to make sure that you are not wasting energy trying to stabilize your body every time and doing all this wobbling, you need to make sure that from the ground up, you are strong. One way to do that is with single leg deadlifts and single leg squats. So you can do your single leg deadlift as a reach out. You can do it holding onto a chair for balance. Remember that whatever you do, that supporting leg, you're using these muscles to pull yourself back up. Another option is to put something on the floor or to counterbalance with a weight. Go all the way down to the ground. You can use that chair to pull yourself up. Remember to squeeze your core tight to help you lift up as you're squeezing that supporting leg's glute. And usually 10 to 12 of these, or 15, or 2 sets of 8, something like that is a good number. We have a single leg squat. A lot of people put their leg forward like to do a pistol squat. I like the leg back because that is how your leg goes when you're running. You're not reaching forward when you propel yourself forward. You're not always reaching forward like this. That causes things like shin splints. So you want to reach backwards with that leg like we talked about before. And so I like that leg back when we do the single leg squat. You also want to remember that this is an exercise for your glutes. So to help you use the right muscles, because you know how you always hear practice makes perfect? It should be really performance makes perfect. You want to perform or practice the same way that you want to execute it on race day. So if you're practicing something with incorrect movement, that's not going to help you. So the incorrect movement that I'm talking about is the knee wobble. If your knee is doing this to stabilize yourself, hold something for balance so that you can really focus on pushing through and using the right muscles. So for the squat, you can do this. If that is just something that does not work for you, you can always go down on the floor and do a glute bridge. So just on your back, raising and lowering. You can take that to a single leg glute bridge, and you will get plenty of a workout that way.